Well, hello everybody. Listen, Skynet don't stop us tonight. Skynet don't stop us tonight. Now listen, how are you guys doing? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog, author of a smartphone millionaire book, How to Invest in People, Businesses, and Real Estate from the Palm of Your Hand. And also you can grab on Amazon, Classy Climb Planner. We have another version coming out very, very, very soon. And hello everybody. Welcome. It's a new day. Now, y'all know, y'all main man up there in the White House is your Huckleberry. And y'all goaded him. And now he's sending out the popo, the real popo, to lock it down. So part of why I came into this show tonight, as I saw the news today, and I was like, oh, y'all out here still protesting. Wink, wink, protesting. Really what we have is a group of people who are upset about the Rona. They upset about their job. They're upset about all kinds of stuff, but they just conveniently have hijacked this peaceful protest. Okay, they've conveniently got on the bandwagon. Now, why am I saying conveniently? People, it don't take much. If somebody's bored, and I'm being very nice here, if someone's bored, they find trouble, right? You ever heard the saying, idle hands is the devil's workshop? Okay, there's a reason old people used to say that. Because that's what we have going on right now. We have idle hands, okay, who are finding things to tear up and things to do. I think never before in the history, we have all these cell phones documenting police, documenting locations, showing you random bricks being dropped off everywhere. Why? Because the idle hands are the devil's workshop. The people that were just out there hanging out, and let's be really honest, we saw in Atlanta, we saw in Oakland, people just hanging out, cars driving up and down the road. Why? Gas is cheap. They got a little unemployment check, and they out with their best clothes, and you're going to see them. Now, I could use this YouTube platform to talk about every day of the week, folks who all they want to do is hang out on every Friday and get a little check. We could do that. We could talk about silliness every single day of the week because guess what? It's unlimited silliness we could talk about. But that's not what I made this channel for. I didn't make it to talk about people who want to goof off every weekend. I didn't make it to talk about people who have a brand new Charger car but don't have food in their refrigerator. I didn't make it for those people. I made it for people who are ready to go do something in life. I made it because people kept saying, I don't see brown people that do A, Y, Z, and B, whatever. And I lived that life. I know that life. Right now, earlier, one of our YouTube friends, I was out at the shop and I was walking around with it. And his kids are like, Dad, I don't believe you're YouTube famous. And I started laughing. I'm like, and that's okay. Like, they don't have to. This digital real estate is so big and so vast that you can make 6 figures easy. I know somebody's like, don't tell people it's easy, Erica. Listen to me. If you go see those girls all the way fans, if you go see those girls with lifestyle blogs and lifestyle Instagram selling ththings, when I say easy, easy as I mean you pick up this phone and you take pictures, easy. When I say easy, I don't mean you're not in the coal mines of West Virginia. You're not shoveling snow in Canada. You're not digging for gold in Africa. Most of these young people have a phone in their hands that they can do what they need to do with. And that means resumes, all kind of stuff. And, I'm hiring people for several jobs in the office right now. And I've been working with the HR person, and she's like, you keep leaning towards these young people. I said, well, 1, they got young energy. 2, they're malleable. I'm being very careful with that word. And 3, they're willing to learn and train. When you get somebody here in their late 30s, late 40s, late 50s, well, I've always done it this way. And my corporate job did it this way. Guess what? It's a new day. You have to be flexible. You have to do things differently. And that is why you have to pay attention to what's going on in the news, but also have your agenda written out. What is your agenda? Because let's be really honest, a lot of people right now are upset about local issues. Now, let me be very clear when I mean local issues. Your local sheriff, your local judge, your local governor, your local mayor, these are all people you put in place. When we talk about local elections are more important than big elections, I mean it. You see what happened when we first started shutting down? Wyoming's like, no, we ain't doing that. The Western states are like, we ain't doing it. Now you may say, well, Erica, there's not that many people in the Western states, but there is. West Virginia, all the people did not participate. They said, we're going to do what we want to do. That's all local level decisions. The reason Utah stays the way Utah is, and we know who we're talking about here, I don't want to get any copyright strike, and they have multiple families and they have some of the highest food stamp usage in the whole of America. Utah, that's right, the people I'm talking about in Utah have the highest food stamp usage in America. It's because local government matters. Who's in office matters on the local level. And I know people don't want to hear that, but look at all these police chiefs. Look how the different police chiefs are handling different things. Look how New York City is just sometimes just absolutely out of control. Their cops are hitting people with cars. Now, why did I bring this up? Because you know everybody's like, Erica, you talking about negative stuff. I ain't trying to hear that. But that's just it. If you rise above the chaos just enough. A few days ago, I talked to you guys about Main Street lending. And people said in the comments, that isn't for the little guy. That isn't for the guy or girl making six figures. But it is. You gotta have that paperwork together. Right now, someone came over and they're like, why are you hiring all these people, Erica? Why are you doing this and doing that? I said, because in order for me to make $500,000, $1 million a month, have, just a structured, organized business, everybody I know on YouTube that makes big money, everybody I know that has consulting and consulting gigs, make big money, they have staff that do very specific things. Right. And I did say Pacific because it's a brown people rule. If I say specific, they'll kick me out. So I have to say Pacific. And I had somebody training today and they were like, this is so much more organized than the startup I was at. Think about that, y'all. Person came in today. I had low level training. I had training from Scaling with Systems. I had training from another company and somebody else's training. And they were like, this is more organized than the startup they were working at. This is how I'm telling y'all, some of these startups, some of these businesses, even if you go on buythisell.com, and those of you who my rise of the 20% people know, we're looking for fire sales, we're looking for businesses to take over, but look at the infrastructure. They have no system. So you got to come in, basically clean your house and put a new system in. If anybody saw my Instagram post earlier where I was out there walking and we we're just clearing off things, somebody cleared a tree off that I wanted to keep. I was livid. Okay, because that tree didn't do nothing to nobody. But when people think they're doing something without connecting, reconfirming with someone, when you don't have someone kind of sitting on people's shoulders, they just do whatever. That is why I have a manager coming out there July 1st. So when construction guys come by, they don't just start clearing whatever they think they want to clear. They actually follow the instructions. And this is very important. That's right. Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. Part of why I'm bringing this up is I want y'all to understand the power of QuickBooks right now and the fact that I can't give away every bank detail I have. I saved some of that for my classes. There are several banks right now that are like, look, I don't care if you ain't filed your taxes. Print me off a P&L and bring it to the office. We'll prove you a loan just off that. Think about that. In this sea of everybody telling you nobody's getting approved for loans, nobody's getting approved for houses, even though I can show you data point after data point after data point, that more people are applying for houses, more people are applying to move. All these people applying for these houses in Texas. There are whole neighborhoods in Texas where every license plate is California, Iowa, somewhere else, because they applied for the house before they got out here. So if Mark Zuckerberg all of a sudden says, nah, we're not gonna pay y'all this California wage out here in Texas, we might have a problem. There's a lot of people living in $500,000 houses here in Texas that came from California. And if they cut their money, what happens? That's why I want you guys to be paying attention, okay? Let's see here. Curfew in Denver starts at 8 o'clock. Listen. Only thing people defended this weekend was the Alamo. They actually had 100 veterans come out and defend the Alamo because they were like, y'all not gonna tear this up. Y'all cracking me up. So, but part of why I'm bringing this stuff up is I want y'all to understand and prepare yourself for the changes. If you're well prepared in this thing, the next 24 months are gonna be like butter. Okay. Right now, I had like 4 or 5 people in a staff meeting, and I was like, hey, this. They're like, oh, it's not approved yet. I'm like, go look at this. Bills have been passed. Things have been funded. Right now, June, July, and August, which y'all have to understand is, I've been talking about government contracts, and people are like, why are you talking about this? Look at all this stuff being tore up. Look around. It's the end of the year. The government has to fill out and give out millions, if not billions of dollars, June, July, because they have to get ready for what? Next year's budget. And so people sitting here talking about, oh, what deal should I be looking for? What should I be looking for? Don't spend your days looking at Bonquisha, looking at Jamie, who's stealing out of the nice stores, and the news crew try to say, is that an employee? No, it's a white lady stealing. Stop acting like you don't know what a thief is. Don't look there too long. I mean, get a good eye view. Look, pay attention, be a gray man. If you know who that is, like look up the word gray man, be alert, but make sure you're ready to go that way. Because just in this past week, imagine you got one person, they're putting 40 hours a week in towards a goal. And now you got 10 people. So now you got 400 hours in a week. Everybody's pushing one direction. What's going to happen? That first snowball, second snowball, third snowball. And so a lot of people are easily distracted right now. The other day I drove and I looked at what happened when they looted the Target, and I went my butt home. But I want you to understand, I want y'all to understand that if you're not paying attention right now, just like when I talk about tax liens, these tax lien sales are going to go through, these foreclosure sales are going to go through, all this stuff is going to go through while everybody's like, look at Trump, look at Biden, look over here. And I'm telling you, stop. This is the last summer it's going to be Liddy McLick. I believe Essence is going to have, unless somebody look it up and let me know. I believe Essence is going to have their 5 days in New Orleans, because New Orleans needs that money. And I don't know what New Orleans got to do, but they've probably made some huge promises that Essence Festival is going to go through. Millions and millions of dollars being made all across the city. New Orleans is like, whatever we got to do to get that money, let's get it. Okay? I knew y'all in Philly, y'all was still in forklifts in Philly, and it's crazy. Okay? Bam, of course. Ray Gun 34, I would never get caught in the curfew. The other night, I drove, there was a police barricade, but there was a gap on the right-hand side, so I thought that meant go to the right. So I drove to the right, and they're like, hey. I rolled my window down like, I'm sorry. I thought it was this way. It's open. Okay, ma'am, go on. The person behind me, get to the left. Be alert. Stay alert, stay alive. Yes, the aliens did get me. I just want you to understand that there's going to be a lot of money being thrown like this. And we're going to look back years later and people will be like, Trump paid all his friends and his son, Cushion Jared, and all this stuff. And it's like, no, these things are out here for everybody. And people are going to say, well, Erica, this isn't for the small guy. If your business hit that 6 figures, I promise you, times 4 is what? But again, closer to that 200,000. If you get close to that 200,000 times 4, that's 600,000. The minimum for that loan is $500,000. $500,000, y'all. They knew what they had to do was give y'all some checks, give you a little bit of stimulus, promise you more is on the way, get y'all distracted, and now people are going to solidify their businesses. Their businesses. And I'm going to be one of them. And I'm hoping everybody in my class will be one of them too, because right now, nobody paid attention, right? The truckers were boycotting. Oh, we're mad. Today, in the past week and a half, rates went up. Trucks on the road went up. Volume went up. I've had my phone ringing off the hook of people like, hey, I'm just trying to look for a job. I applied on Indeed. I'm like, whoa, Where were you 4 weeks ago when we need more drivers? The other day, I had 2 automatic trucks needing drivers. I'm on the phone. Guys are like, yeah, I'm a manual driver. I don't want to drive an automatic. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Just keep my number. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You have an opportunity to get on the road, make money right now, and you're telling me no? It happens, though. Y'all got a lot of comments in here cracking me up. Pew, 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 pew. But I can tell you right now, there's I think it's Boom Boom Bear Bus. He did a thing talking about where people are going to move. And again, people are going to move where the jobs are. And I'm being nice because I meet a lot of people who move here and they're like, yeah, my wife finally gets to stay at home with the kids. And I go, what do you do? Oh, I work at Verizon. They're like, what? Or you talk to some guy, oh, I do cable installation. Now don't get it twisted. Cable install guys make good money. But imagine that. You moved all the way from uprooted yourself from your state to come here so your wife can stay home with the kids and you could be a cable install guy. It's like $60K a year. It's good money. Just imagine that though. You had to leave the area you were in to make the money. Now something happens, and this is very common here in Texas. You'll talk to somebody, yeah, my mom and dad's sick. They got to either move here or I got to move back home. Because see, people made the money when they got here, but they didn't make enough. What is enough, right? Not to be comfortable, not so y'all can chill. Enough is going to be enough that you can put your parents in some kind of retirement home or have visiting angels come to the house every day and you still have your life here in Texas. I know 2 families who had to pick up and reroute back home because they did not have enough money to take care of their father when he had Alzheimer's. He died. Then their mother was diagnosed with dementia. They're like, we have to go back. We're broke. Cannot afford to stay here and afford to take care of her. So this is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. I just need to be good, Erica. I just need to be a little bit. I'm good at 75,000. Will 75,000 withstand the storm of someone in your family getting sick? Will it allow you to invest and take care of your mom at the same time? See, what people don't understand is a lot of people today, I was driving my car and they're like, oh man, I thought you were gonna get a new car. I thought you were gonna get this BMW, man. You should get this other car. And I said, listen, I'm in the biggest push of my life. I am purchasing something that's worth 15 million for 2 million. And then we're going to push the shit out of it. I have a managing a firm. We have social media over here that's making figures every month. And your concern to me is a vehicle. This is the brainwashing that people have, that you have to look a certain way, that you have to dress a certain way, that you have to drive a certain car. Those people are already lost. They've already lost the next 24 months because the next 24 months for them is how they're going to squeeze in some vacations, how they're going to get back on Carnival Cruise, even though they keep getting stuck out at sea, and how they're going to go to Disneyland. I've already seen parents posting that they're mad about Disneyland, y'all. They not paying attention. They don't care that in the fall their kid might not go back to school. They're not paying attention that such a dramatic shift is happening in America. And a lot of you will argue with me right now, but there is a book by Glenn Beck called Broke. It has over 400 cliff notes in it. People in my class who have read that book have pointed it out to me and wrote testimonials about how great it was because it already predicted all this. See, we don't have enough. See, people have short-term memory. The school system, go back and look up the school system in America in 1970s and 1960s. See, before we had a lot of this forced integration, we had gun ranges at schools, we had farming, home ec, we're fixing cars at school. Black people in New York were leaving as plumbers and electricians and welders out of high school. And then you let the government come in and say, oh, we need to do this. And everybody needs to learn algebra and this and Spanish and a language. Took a lot of that necessary stuff out. We're going back to that. Look me in my eye. We're going back to where we're going to have schools, making sure all these young boys have trades. And everybody's like, no, I don't believe this. Listen to me. You'll have amazingly elegant, wealthy neighborhoods where their kids are worried about college and coding and academics. Wonderful. Then you're going to have inner cities and you're going to have certain schools that are basically like a trade school. You're going to be in 10th grade and they be like, well, you want to learn how to weld? You want to learn how to do some construction? What you want to learn? They're not even preparing you for other options. Trust me, we will go back to that. Why will we go back to that? Because the government is doing the math. If we start pulling the reins back out of these schools, and I'm going to say this, and this is ugly, but in schools now, you have to take care of disabled children. Because of all these laws we passed since the 1970s, you gotta take care of these disabled. These disabled children have to be in school to 22 years old. You have to take a school bus to pick them up. Look at what these schools are gonna start doing. They're gonna be like, we get extra money for having disabled students, but we could save millions if we just don't let them come. We just make an alternative school and make them all go over there. So then that alternative school will get all the money and we don't have to be bothered. Think about it, y'all. I really want y'all to read that book, and I want you to see like what they're setting up. Again, when our friend Mike Glover, which I'm a little bit mad with because he brought up black on black crime the other day, I was like, unfollow in real life and personal life. What he was talking about, I'm like, he went to Canada driving, and he stopped at several little rest areas, and there were several who were like, no, you can't say, you have out-of-state tags. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, this is a campground only. And finally, he just said, let me go ask, what is going on in all these places that people won't let me stay? Is it my gear? Is it my gun on my hip? What's going on? And they go, we have people leaving California and leaving other states, and they've run out of money, and then they stay at the camp and they park here and they stay here for a month, and we can't get them out. And after they stay so long, the city doesn't force us to make them leave. It's a headache. So we just decided from now on, if you have out-of-state plates, you can't stop. Isn't that crazy? You know how much money they lose out on families that do road trips? But that's how bad it is. That whole van life, everybody's trying to sell you that van life's going to be huge. They ain't going to have nowhere to go. They're going to be in RV parks. That's why you're going to see the return of a lot of $400 rent and $450 rent in these trailer parks. And people gladly signing up to live there. They'll have just enough benefits to pay for the trailer park and pay for some food. And you know, sometimes people will live under something just because it's easier for them to do that than go out and go strive for new skills. Oh, for sure. I will tell you right now, I have several Asian friends who are gun advocates. You'll see them on Instagram. I've shared their posts. A lot of Asian men are signing up for gun classes. A lot of young men are getting that confidence via holding that gun, having a knife in the pocket, getting that fight on. You can see it. If you guys saw some of the stuff I could post, where I've even been to class where it was 56 people there, and I'm like, holy crap! All of us paid $500 to be here for this training this weekend. They made a killing. Y'all cracking me up. Oh man, y'all got a ton of stuff in here. Ooh. Hold on, I'm going. Whoa, y'all got a ton of comments in here. I mean, I just want y'all to literally, when I talk about the Classy Client Planner and other planners, the reason I keep talking about these planners is if you do not write this stuff down, where are you going? You just get up every day. What are you doing? Like literally the amount of tasks that I get completed in a month, people are like, how are you doing it? No more Essence. I live in New Orleans part-time. All festivals have been canceled. No, they canceled Essence. It just got real in the field. Thank you, Falcon. Falcon Blood. Thank you, everybody who's on here. I just want you to look at the demographics of your city. New York, and Grant Cardone said this, and it don't matter that Grant Cardone said it because everybody knows it's true. New York will feed Florida for years. We say that again. New York will feed Florida for years. You know how we know? New York's been feeding North Carolina for years. We full of y'all. Damn, we tired. South Carolina, ton of retirees. South Carolina got flooded with Columbus, Ohio folks for years, to the point that Charleston's like, no more Ohio. Bumper stickers. Go look. You don't have to believe me. Go look this up. This is all Googleable. These are all articles you can find anywhere. I mean, I even went down to Charleston and went to the farmer's market. And I was like, oh, what's up, man? He's like, yeah, I'm from Ohio, people don't like that here. And I'm like, oh, why not? It's a known thing. But see, people don't travel because see, everybody thinks everybody's out here traveling, living their best life. No, people pick one or two places and that's where they can afford and they go and that's it. They go on Carnival cruises. They go to Miami. They go to Atlanta. They go to New Orleans and Las Vegas. And they go and go and go because they know something there. They feel comfortable there. They go there. People do that. But I want you to trust and verify. Don't just take my word for it. Go look it up. New York will feed Florida for years. Where people are like, I'm sick of them eating my pockets. I'm out. That's why Baltimore is eating right now. That's why DC's eating right now. That's why New York, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. Go look in Georgia. Look in Atlanta. Y'all talking about Wakanda. Wakanda for who? It ain't for y'all. It's for all the New Yorkers who come down to open up businesses. It's for all the Asian and white people that move to Midtown and open up something. It certainly isn't for folks who already live in Georgia. Anybody in the comments from Georgia, please correct me if I'm wrong, but last time I checked, every time I get there, it's full of hustlers from New York. It's full of people from Virginia. It's full of people from DC. I don't see. Born in South Carolina, born in Georgia, folks, living it up. I don't see it. They live way out, trying to chase that cheap rent. And that's what gets you caught. Trying to chase cheap rent. You're going to keep trying to chase that cheap rent instead of pushing those skills up. And guess what happens? You get stuck. You get stuck with your kids going to schools that suck, being around kids that suck, being around BS daily. Best thing my mom ever did was like, moved you. You're done. You're in private school now. Okay, moved you. That private school didn't work. Over here to this one. Yeah, because you have to fight for your children. You're fighting for their future. And when you say, you know what, Erica, I'm going to go over here to this low income area and I'm going to just save me some rent. I'm saving rent. But you're not counting the cost of your car being broken into. You're not counting the cost of neighborhood being dangerous. So y'all don't go outside more. Kids don't exercise outside more. They don't walk around the neighborhood because they don't feel safe. They don't make healthy friends. Okay? Take that wherever you want to put that. And then people have the nerve, the unmitigated gall to tell you, well, wealthy kids are on drugs every day. Look at all them wealthy kids on drugs. No. And even if little Jimmy's on drugs, the little Jimmy parents got enough money to put him in rehab. Your kid is not getting that opportunity on that side of town. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? I know people are going to be offended by some of these things I'm sharing with y'all tonight, but I want you to understand that this change is right now. When you looked outside and you saw these people rioting, most of those people didn't have nothing to do. Then you saw people out there with their children out there. Come on now. This year's tax lien is going to be fire because this is the year people still will have enough money to turn around and pay them. Next year, next year is going to be something else. Look at that. Lollapalooza. Wow. Essence Festivals. Listen, let me tell you, if places that compare, New Orleans and Italy, they only survive off tourism. Now you're going to say, no, Erica, no, I'm from New Orleans. I'm from Louisiana. We got oil. That oil money long ago got corrupted and y'all don't get shit from it. Except some jobs here and there. Some jobs here and there. Y'all don't, the money that should be made off the oil fields for Louisiana. Louisiana should be one of the richest states. Louisiana ought to be cutting everybody a check for $2,000 a month off the amount of oil. And I'm saying oil, oil, that's right. I'm country. That comes out for that place. But y'all don't, because y'all got just long ago. Look at you. I appreciate that. Listen, everybody, that's valuable information right there. You need to be looking up glass stocks, glass makers, glass manufacturers, plywood people. Who provides these things? Come on. Apple Mac, if you're in any of my Facebook groups, please put that inside the Facebook group, what you just posted here. Silver Spring, Maryland. What's up? There you go. I just got a 33% rise by jumping to a private government contractor. Honey, New Orleans is, I might even go to see, let me put it this way. I would just to go look for hotels in New Orleans, and they were like $500 a night. It's a particular hotel I wanted to go to. I'll just clarify. That same hotel was like $189. And I was like, is the sheets going to be clean? Have y'all cleaned the room? Why is this such a big price difference? You're going to realize some of these states, that's how they survive. Las Vegas. Las Vegas has a better marketing team than New Orleans. Point blank, period. More elderly people retire there. More people are there. They're going to get all the way back open before New Orleans will. Cushion, Jared, you know what I meant. Yep. Look at this. Yep, you got to buy those LLCs and open those business accounts like it's on sale, like $19.99. I'm telling you. See, here's I love when people post this. Your business is doing great, but did you protest? Let me tell you something. I have several African American men on staff in various positions, from tech to driving to construction. I have a black construction company that will be doing millions of dollars for the next couple of years. They're going to eat well off me. And this is the problem. You have people who want to talk about, did you protest? Did you put food in people's bellies? Did you take care of families? Are you cutting checks with your name on the back or the front? What are you doing? See, people love to ask you, how pro-black are you? See, there's something funny about this. I'm going to go on a little rant here. On my wrist, I've been wearing this red, black, and green. And now it's Grant Cardone, and one says impact your surroundings. Another one says fully commit. Another one says, do you even cash flow, bro? I was somewhere in the airport, and this lady said, I see you, sis. I see you with your pro-black colors. I ain't even thought no word about it. I said, if that's what it means to you, if it causes peace in your soul to think that I'm so pro-black that I protest it, go be well, my brother. Go be well. Blessed are you. Because that's the problem. You have people who want to put bodies in the street, but let me make it very clear. Protesting in the street is the voice of the unheard. Erica Williams is heard via her staff, via her checkbook, via the taxes she pays, via literally the charities I donate to. Gotta be very careful there when you want to slide that slippery slope, because it's easy to post something on Facebook. It's easy to walk out on the street. It's not easy to own your house, own your car, own the land, own the business, actually own something in America where your people bled and died. Am I insulting someone? Probably. I'm okay with that. Oli Brooks, I like those dreads. Yes, you have to hustle. 2020 is the end of the middle class. The bottom 80 to 90% will be poor working class, have to claw into the six-figure bracket. Let me be very clear. Glenn and Cameron made a video talking about the left behind people. And somebody from on Instagram posted like clips of what I said. I was like, thank you very much. That marriage piece, I know people are so offended when I bring it up. That marriage piece is real. Pretty much all married people I know have been like camping. Like, this is great. We're here together. We're going to eat dinner. You can work from home. It's like a wonderland. They're stressed. Don't get it twisted. They're stressed because they're there every day with their kids. But most of those people are fine. All the single people, all the people who got pets that got to go outside every day by themselves, everybody who's got to go still work and feed themselves, a little bit stressed. Now, I do know a couple of wealthy people who are just fine. They by themselves and they fine. But in general, when this opens up, y'all going to see a ton of weddings. You're going to see a ton of weddings. You're going to see a ton of people moving in together. You're going to see a ton of people shacking for these very reasons. Now, are there going to be a bunch of people who rise up to amazingness? Yes, of course. But there will also be a lot of shacking. Right now, I know people who are spending 2 weeks in Florida. Nobody knows they're not in New York because they staff are all forced to stay in New York. I ain't going to tell on them, but they in Florida right now. Like, hey, Erica, you want to come down? Hey, we out here on the boat. You want to come down? I said, but your Instagram got all these protests and positive pictures from the office. Yeah, that's our staff. Our staff is posting old pictures. Trust me. Again, we will not live the same. I know people don't want to believe this, but I talked about in a post, I said, everybody's flying private. Who got the money for that? I said, okay, first calm down. Go look at the 15 articles telling you that private planes surged when Corona hit. Because guess what? People with money still gonna go where they gotta go. And some of these flights only $300. Some of these empty leg seats is still going to Italy. But if nobody shows you, if nobody tells you, you'd be like, oh, I don't believe that. Everybody's broke. Everybody you know is broke. Fix who you know. Part of what this whole Texas Ground Zero I'm working on right now, I was talking with somebody. I'm like, hey, we need to get this done, this done, this done. Hey, I have a connect. I can go over here and get tons of dirt for free 99 because they got to do this. And then these people got to do that. These guys, perfect. Who do you know? What relationships, what community have you built in the years before this? See, everybody wants to talk about, yeah, I'm good. I just go to gym. I come home. I watch Netflix. I relax because I'm an adult. Yeah, that's great. But will somebody find your body in 3 weeks at your house if you die? Because some of y'all a little too old for that. Be acting like you don't know nobody. Just saying. Yeah, he gone. And he's done. I have blocked him. There you go. My friends and I are planning all California exits. I think I'm moving to Texas. And this isn't just me saying this. This is literally, there are several channels right now where to move to Austin. This guy's channel is going to blow up in a few years. He was smart. He's literally like, me and AM1 are going to do, what's a $300,000 house? What's a $500,000 house? What's $1 million house? Literally going to do videos while he's here. Alexandra, the best thing I can tell you right now is when you go into your phone, you have to train your phone. Because let me be very clear. Y'all do know Skynet's real, right? You do know Skynet's listening to everything we're talking about right now. Go in your phone and go in your Google search bar. And I want you to type in finance. I want you to type in business. I want you to type in real estate. I want you to keep doing this for the next 3 days and watch how your search feed just all of a sudden starts changing. Look up a stock. Look, just keep doing it for 3 days in a row and watch how your whole news feed change. The phone feeds you what you keep searching. And people think this is made up. This is not made up. You can go Google this for yourself. This is true. The algorithm is taught to give you more of what you want. So when you go on Facebook and you like one negative post, one fighting post, one ratchet post, all of a sudden you keep seeing it over and over. Over and over and over and over and over. All of a sudden 1 week, all I did was like horse photos. I kid you not. I did this on purpose to test it. Horse photos. Do you know how many horse posts came up in my feed that I have never seen before in my whole life? The black horse riders in Houston, the black horse riders in Dallas, the black horse riders in Waco. And I'm like, okay, algorithm. Go on your phone, Yahoo Finance. You can go to a lot of certain things. I mean, I might even put a free training together, how to train yourself for the coming crash. Boom, that part. Dang, she said some of us work 3 jobs to get out of Chicago. I knew Erica was the truth when she picked me up and drove me to my hotel in a Ford Focus. I'm not playing with you. Listen. This girl had a Lamborghini from, what year was it? It's on Facebook Marketplace. And they said, Erica, you want to buy this Lamborghini? It's only $95,000. I said, y'all, it's old as hell. The dealer puts it out in front of the store showing when he used to make money off the Texas boom. Y'all, let me tell you, and here's another thing. This is very funny. She talks about when I picked her up from the hotel in Fort Worth. I know 10 millionaires, and I'm not talking about, oh, Erica, you claim a name. No, legit millionaires, legit. I'm gonna tell you their cars right now, top of my head, and if you know who I'm talking about, like if they kick my ass later, they can do that. One's got a Kia, one's got a Mitsubishi, one's got an old, the Honda CRV. They don't even drive it. They literally take Ubers all the time. The other one has a old Mustang, and I don't mean a vintage. I mean just the old ass Mustang. Another one has a Honda Camry. That's actually pretty good. The other one has a, what is that car? What is that car? I think it's a Camry. So all the people I know legitly go to Bali, legitly go to Italy, go to China, go to play, like literally take family members, make $5,000, $6,000 trips, have all used cars. The one guy in our group who is like loves cars, and he is a millionaire. He does have like 3 cars, but he still has his old, what is that car? It's an old something, but it's like, oh, Honda Prelude. You know, like where it's like little and it was like Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift looking crap. That kind of car. Trust me, that people lose so much money with the cars. Like there's been 4 times where I'm like, you know what? I got 40 grand. Let me go buy a truck. And I'm like, I can buy a house. I can buy more assets. I need to keep that in my bank so the bank thinks I have some money. I mean, it just is what it is. Mm-hmm. There you go. That's the thing. If you don't plan it, and there's 568 people here, and I thank every single one of you for being here. I thank everybody who super chats. Make sure you hit the like button. If this has been helpful to you, put a yes in the comments, something. I appreciate every one of you because it's late, and I know some of y'all are probably watching TV. It's cool. I'm just trying to ring the bell. That's all I am. I'm a lady out here ringing the bell, like pay attention. They're pulling the wool over your eyes. You know, when I talk to people who are business owners and they make 100K, but they doing all this little Stripe and Squarespace and Cash Apping and silly mess, and I'm like, stop. Get QuickBooks. Put it through a business bank account. Get paid for real. Don't get paid like a hustle, like a little lick. I know that's what y'all like to say, the lick. Get paid for real. Get this $100,000 PPP. Get this $300,000 this other loan. People talk about businesses being capitalized. It's because they don't run it like a business. They don't run it like a business. Pendulum always swings back. Marion, right now in North Carolina, you have 3 tiers. There's so many people who homeschool in North Carolina. The homeschoolers actually play the private schools. And then you have, I mean, literally North Carolina is the trifecta. It has just the right, like just enough, a bunch of people homeschool and a bunch of people private school so that it never overwhelms the public school. There's a high school in Grand Prairie like that, teaching trades. Yep. There you go. I mean, let me tell you something. The fastest way to get somebody from out in the street throwing a brick is putting the money in their hand. Is giving them a job. When I read, and y'all don't have to believe me, go look this up. In Chicago, 50% black male unemployment. Go look it up. And then when I talk in a video about why don't they get laptops and start learning how to trade and code and software develop, people like, Erica, laptops are expensive. They're $200. Literally, I bought 4 of them this week for the staff. And this isn't just Best Buy here in Texas. It's just Texas. It's just, no. I literally type in Best Buy in other cities to see what the zip codes and the states and what the prices. It's a $250 laptop, y'all. If you're in Chicago and you're unemployed, if you can't get a trade, you need to be on the computer, not looking at ratchets, not looking at porn, not looking at Instagram, not looking at fights. Every day for 4 or 5 hours, your brain, all you need to be doing is studying some kind of coding, developing, tech writing, something, improving yourself, Udemy courses, nothing else. You need to be so deep into computer studying that your family's like, I'm about to commit him to the hospital. Something must be wrong with him. Do you understand? Alice, yes. Disabled children have a lot of rights in public school and many dollars attached. I have a cousin who's an educational attorney. And it really came out of the thing of, my kid needs to be in school to 22 years old. For who? It was really to give the parent a break, because a lot of the kids aren't apt to go work in society. Boom. There you go. I don't even know what book I was saying earlier. Y'all let me know. Oh, Broke by Glenn Beck. Yes, please go look this up. Like, I could put so many links in here for Amazon, and I ain't even worried about that money. Y'all can have that money, okay? Have it. Have the 10-cent shillings, okay? But go get the information, because I'm telling you, that book predicted almost everything you're seeing right now years in advance. And people thought, oh, he's dramatic. He's a crazy person. Go back and read that book, step by step, step by step. There you go. Proximity. Yep. Proximity looks good too. There you go. There you go. Mississippi. There you go. Many states are saying the school will be a no-go. That's why when I'm sitting here telling y'all, if you are a person developing children's coloring books, children's learning stuff, this is your time to shine. This is your time to make a bunch of money. A bunch of money, you guys, because right now I've talked to 3 or 4 people who are designers, graphic design. I literally almost want to come out with a whole children's line of educational materials, because it's going to be so necessary and so needed. Matthew, I will say this. I came to Texas and I had a job, but I really didn't want to keep that job. I got a job I got like 5 job offers in 3 days. Like, when I left the job in Killeen and I came to Austin, I had literally 10 job offers in 3 days. For real. Like, I went to, like, I was just like stressing because the apartment complex was taking a long time to hire me on. They were doing my background check. I went over to Jason Deli, did an interview on the spot at 2:00 in the afternoon. They were like, okay, what about $12 an hour? Is that good? I'm like, yes, it's great. Thank you. Literally a week later, after my background check finally came in, the apartment complex was like, you coming on? I'm like, thank you, because I've been at Jason Deli every day, tired. You got blue jeans and a work t-shirt and some work boots. Trust me, you have a job. Ohio flooding Atlanta too. Yeah, Ohio trying to play like Ohio's the best thing ever. I'm like, y'all getting up out of there too. This guy tried to tell me the other day, Ohio's a free state. Free to do what? Leave? I'm just saying. Indiana, I'm telling you, listen, and people are like, oh, the real estate's so cheap there. Yes, it's cheap. And here's the thing I want y'all to understand. There are 88% of people live within 1 hour of their mother. And this is according to the IRS government, like, this is the government. When you do your taxes, they just did the map and showed that everybody's living within 1 hour of their mother. 88%. So for you to go, you know what I'm doing? I'm leaving here. I'm moving to another state. I'm taking all my belongings in my possession. I'm out. You're voting with your feet, right? New Jersey is bleeding people out every year. New Jersey made a budget based off 3 millionaires. One of the millionaires was like, I'm done, New Jersey, out. New Jersey had to stop and scrape and do a new budget, y'all. Don't believe me. Go. This is newspaper article, documented evidence on this. I'm not making this stuff up. And I think people think I am. I'm like, no, this is real. The phone feeds what you want. That's right. Whatever you look at it. Again, that's why when I have these old credit repair videos and people are like, oh, no, that's not true. You're not telling people the truth. I'm like, listen to me. The Patriot Act came out and killed that. You're not doing those same old tricks anymore, baby. They know what you're doing. Damn, London, that's how they doing you? Did you look up some retirement stuff? You had to. There you go. It's a machine. It's a machine. Thank you, Kaylee's Kelly, for the $20 super chat. I appreciate every dollar, every dime. Listen, Ben the bartender knows when we're in our YouTube class, that's when I look at y'all channels. I have to stop and go look at a bunch of other stuff. Because if not, I'll be on Mindshift. I'll be on a couple of y'all channels. Just everything in the feed will feed that to me all of a sudden. YouTube feeds you more. Exactly. That's why if I go look at one O'Shea video, I ain't looked at it in a while, and I go look at it just 10 minutes, it will send me 20 O'Shea videos. I'll be like, all right, chill out. Insurance, right now I'm getting text messages from insurance companies. Lamborghini is equivalent to a semi truck, 7 to 8 miles a gallon. Exactly. Google's listening to your conversations, all that stuff. Listen, your phone gonna feed you a bunch of stuff about Toyota Camry, Honda Accord. You know what I meant. For real. Which book is better? Why choose one? Read them both. Get your life all the way together. They're $10. Shit, I'll buy you the book. Send me your address. I'll mail you a book. It's $10. Get them both. Honey, not a lease, aka a fleece. Thank you, be business minded talk. Would now be a good time to open an insurance company? Every day is a good day. With any of these things, it's all about how many people you're going to talk to in a time period. How are you going to get your leads? Are you going to PPPC your leads? Are you going to call family and friends? I mean, you have to be really diligent. Honey, it's all in your mind. Thank you, Big Money Growth, for posting all those links. There you go. It really is. Honey, Elon is not playing with California. Listen, when you get so fed up somewhere, the other month, North Carolina had messed up something on one of my businesses, and it kept saying inactive. I missed out on a $150,000 loan because of it. I called down there and I said, let me tell you something. I just lost out on a $150,000 loan because your state shows one of my LLCs is inactive. I am closing all my business. I'm closing all my bank accounts, and I'm taking everything from North Carolina. It's effective today. Let me tell y'all, that website got fixed in 25 minutes. 25 minutes, y'all. 25 minutes. I've been dealing with North Carolina for 4 months. It's Rona S. And I said, hey, I'm closing everything, taking everything down. I'm going to go ahead and close all my businesses and everything. I'm taking everything out of the state. Oh, ma'am, here you go. We fixed it. They know people are going to vote with their feet. They're not playing with y'all. And I kept documenting it. I kept sending emails saying, every time y'all don't fix this, you're messing up my loan opportunities. You're messing up my business opportunities. You're messing up my bank account in another state. You're doing this. And if you document stuff on email, what is that, you guys? Does anybody know? That's legal. If I keep saying you guys have destroyed something, you can sue the state. Boom. Get it, Whitney. Get that cybersecurity. Did you watch the video we had with Jahanna on cybersecurity? She has really great stuff. Listen, honey, Sherm Sweet. Every one of those kids in Chicago, I have $200 Jordans, but no computer. Brand new Apple iPhone. You have a master computer. Listen, I got about 4 of these in the office right now. Listen, you got a master computer in your hands. And you're telling me you can't. Honey, I can't. Wait a minute, TT01, tell us about this. Reject cars. What are reject cars? Look at TT101 telling us something new. Tell us some more, girl. Tell us some more about it. Black Vigilante 279. I don't go to Walmart for anything. Walmart can't do nothing for me. So again, Best Buy, Office Depot, somewhere. Chromebook 250. Udemy got a sale ending in 3 hours. Bought 4 courses. Listen, Annette's worth is probably going, by the end of the year, I'm going to be like, Annette, loan me $1 million, because she going to be a millionaire. Million with a big M. Annette's worth out here just buying it all. It's shillings. Listen, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Every dollar, every dime, I appreciate. Every dollar that comes into the funnel, I appreciate. And if one day y'all can see the back office of all this stuff, like one day I'm going to do a Project Life Mastery income report for a month, and y'all gonna be like, no, you was lying, girl. Because I just think people, if you don't look like you're riding in a Lambo, they just don't think you have money. Again, and here's, let me be very clear. I wanted to teach this class today, but I didn't have time. And I might teach it in my group, I'm not certain. There are three, I think I'm gonna put this together as a PowerPoint, but I'm gonna still go over it a little bit. There are three factors. You can have a lifestyle business, you can have a service business, or you can have a growth business. Now, what do I mean by this? Service business, you do the service, you get paid. Do the service, get paid. Lifestyle business is these girls you see out here taking pictures, 500 pictures, and they post them, and affiliate marketing, and they make money all the time, right? Service business, you need money every day. Lifestyle business, you need that money to stay the same tempo for you to keep the what? Lifestyle. Growth business is where you take a big lump of money and you throw it into this project that is going to be mega massive in years, but not this moment. And see, a lot of people don't have the patience for that. They don't have the stomach for it or the patience. And so I think I'm gonna teach a little training so that you know where you are in this. Boom. Put the affiliate link up here. The comment hurt the internet marketers. Amazon just cut commissions. They sure did. The Jewish phenomenon. You're talking about Dr. Meadows, who is an amazing cancer doctor. Let me finish this up. Reject cars. Listen, we done gave you a $2 super chat. Tell us what the reject cars are. Tell us. We want to know. Super ticket. Thank you for the $5, Demetrius Flag. Boom. All my relatives in NYC, I love them, but I had to leave them. Currently in Central Texas, 6 years. Congratulations. Welcome to Texas. That's right. You're not from Texas, but Texas wants you anyway. There you go. That part. Everybody, your friends and family will pressure you to stay somewhere that is not healthy for you, that ain't giving you nothing. And how dare you leave your poor mother behind? Knowing full doggone well your mama gonna move right in with you when she gets 70 if she want to. People don't want to talk about that part. Harry Dent book, Demographic Cliff. I told you about that too. Thank you, Jamar, for the $25 super chat. Did you say the riot is the voice of the unheard? I am heard. Ooh wee, they gonna hate. Well, look, it's the truth. This is a Martin Luther King quote. Everybody loves quote Martin Luther King Jr. For some love quote, like love quote. They don't quote him when they say we coming to Washington to get our check. See, they don't quote Martin Luther King when he was talking the real. See, they want to quote Martin Luther King was all about peace. And that's disgusting. And let me be very clear. If you're a person using Martin Luther King quotes, but you won't use all the quotes, you're disgusting. He was one of the most hated men in America. His family was always under attack. And for you to come out here and be like, Martin Luther King was all about me having a white girlfriend or boyfriend. No, that's disgusting. You're an absolute disgrace. Stop using his name. Disgusting. And I mean that. It's true, Erica, about to make me produce a line of data science workbooks and trainings for Black children. Honey, that's all we need. Listen to me. If you are somebody who has been thinking about or tiptoeing on making products and services for children in the fall, now is your time to shine. These parents are buying up every workbook, every coloring book. Go look at, listen who's been real quiet on the internet lately. The Amazon people making coloring books, They've been whisper quiet. I've bought like 15 different Montessori school things for my own nephews. I don't even have children, and I'm out here buying Montessori school stuff. So if you're a parent telling me you got kids that ain't gonna go back to school in the fall and you ain't bought nothing, all your friends and family ought to shame you and make you feel bad, because the future of that child is on you for real now. See, these teachers have already told us the kids coming back are going to be behind, and they have to push them forward regardless. No child left behind. Yeah, little Jimmy passed to the next grade with all D's, but see, he wasn't left behind. Your child will struggle from then on. And then when they get to about 10th, 11th grade, that's when you're going to really see the kids who drop out, because it's like, I don't understand anything that's going on. I'm confused. I said what I said, Jamar. Oh, Nina, people have been complaining about rent in Austin for years. You know why? Because Austin's a college town, and you used to get rent for $400. When I first moved to Austin, my rent was $685. And people were like, oh, I wouldn't live over there. I'd live over here for $750. I'm like, does it matter? Talking about $30 here. Does it matter? Talking about like $67, $80. Trust me. Now they're in Austin talking about they live in Hutto and Pflugerville and Round Rock. People love to complain about living in Round Rock, but when they see that $800 rent, they're like, well, I guess I'll be living in Round Rock. Trust me. I went to Cleveland, Ohio, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. But at this point, like, my next couple projects will be Texas. We'll be building in Texas, building a duplex, a fourplex, or something. I found all kind of contractors. Now I have my team put together. I'm like, I'm about to hit it. There you go. There you go. I moved 1,800 miles away from my mom and came back because she had a health scare and my family had an established business. There you go. That'll do it to you. There you go. Recommendations. Oh, look at this. Big money growth is going to clear it up for us, the data. Ergo, what you're referring to is called a recommendation system. The algorithm is based on predictive interests and patterns. Just built one last month. Listen, y'all know I got a speech impediment. I am trying, but I ain't gonna do that. I ain't reading it. But I'm telling you, it's truth. Recommendation system. Thank you. 25 minutes. I love it. Oh, man. Am I going over too long? Look, okay, get these books, man. I'm telling you, let me tell you something. When I started reading some of these books, and I would be so angry because I'd be like, somebody could have told me this. Why didn't nobody tell me? Because they don't know. If they don't read, if they don't hang around people who know these things, how will they know? I can tell you right now, the building I'm in, the guy is 33 years old and has somehow managed to get the loan to get this building. He has not figured out how to get the internet ran over here. He didn't even figure out how to get us a dumpster till just a month ago. He didn't even know how to get us the post office box working right. He somehow has finagled on paper. And this is why I keep trying to tell y'all, believe in yourself when nobody else does, because whether his daddy helped him with a little bit of money or a little bit of elbow lean, fill out these loans. Fill out this paperwork. There's people out there talking about, I would never take a loan. I'm going to have a debt-free business forever. Listen to me. If you know, and this is why people don't believe, this is why people are like, how are these businesses closing after 2 months? They never had any loans. They didn't have any money saved up, and they never had a lot of extra capital. They literally run cash flow businesses. I literally ran a cash flow business until February this year, and I was like, oh shit. If you get 100 grand coming a month and then 150K needs to go out, guess what? You stuck. You're technically bankrupt. And see, people don't want to hear that part. People don't want to talk about that part. You can run cash business all day, but that means everybody has to be patient on when you get your cash. Again, why are there some people out there buying 4, 5, 6, 7 businesses from owners who want to retire? Why are they doing it? And I can go a whole video about that. We'll save it for another day. They may know all that business will ever make is 30K a month put in their pocket. They know this business may only make them 8K a month put in their pocket. But the owner who works there every day thinks the business should pay them more. This business should pay me millions of dollars. Why? Because they have their heart, their emotion, their blood, their sweat and tears into that business. They think everybody on staff should be leaning like they look. They should be doing what they do, but that's not how it works. So someone on the outside who isn't emotionally attached, overly emotionally attached, goes, I will buy that business from you. And they know already this business is only going to kick me $25,000, $50,000, whatever the amount is a month. And I'll live with that and I'll be okay with that because it's just an investment. See, they're not blood, sweat, and tears into it. And that's why you're going to see a lot of baby boomers sell their businesses like the one I'm buying now. They put 20 years into it, but they want to feel a lump sum. Do you know what I mean? It's like me telling you, hey, I'm going to pay you 20 grand every month. Can I get a lump sum though? It's a natural human thing. They want to see a lump sum of money in their pocket. They just do. Period. It's called CYA. Cover your ass. Cover your assets. Paper trail. That's right. Paper trail. Reject cars. Tell us about these reject cars. Yeah, 550 people here. Smash that like button. I guess Skynet loves me tonight. Look, QVC. And you get your computer. Listen, if your mama didn't mess up your credit, get you that QVC. There you go. LinkedIn knows you're going to probably look for more expensive work. Affluent neighborhoods? No, we'll be fine. Let me tell you something. The reason why they don't come for affluent neighborhoods is it's a movement issue, right? They're in a confined, tight space downtown, a lot of movement, a lot of people hopping in and out, can get out of there and leave. When you're in a suburb, when you're in a planning neighborhood, when you're in these suburbs where dads are just waiting with shotguns like, yeah, I'm going to get you. No, you don't want to do that. Oh, all cars will take a hit. This is true. Like when I saw that fire at one of the Hertz locations that magically burned 500 cars, I was like, we couldn't get no fire department out there to put them out before that. That is an insurance scam. Oh, honey, not for $2 super chat, but one day I'll put together a book list. I'm gonna ask my staff to put it together. All these people in here, they need something to do anyway. Udemy sale for 3 hours. Thank you, Demetrius Flag, for the super chat. Boom, there you go. I literally got it online. Uh-oh, you guys, here she is. Thank you, TT. We put enough super chat in there. Special order reject cars are cars that people pre-ordered, put down payment, picked up, and returned within 30 days of brand new car. With partial payment, now qualify as a used car for sales, but new car for finance. Look, y'all, we just learned something new today. TT 101. I'm going to leave that up there for a second. Y'all read that. Look, everybody like, TT, what? Yeah, come on, TT, bring it. Save $19,000 on my car that way with the new car financing. Thank you, TT 101. Erica, your podcasts are like a college course. All wrapped up in a few minutes or more. Hey, I try. Property taxes in Texas are high as hell. They lure you in with like, hey, we don't have no income tax. We do have sales tax, and we have a ton of toll roads, but we also have high as hell insurance, mortgage home. That's why you hear all these people saying, oh, they got us out of there. They didn't, but they just raised the taxes. 2017 Volvo. Bought it January 2017, but it had been returned December 2016. So you can use the loan to buy a cash flowing business on Biz Buy Sell. You can use the loans to do a lot of things. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, said he's millions in debt, but he's not worried because he pays no taxes. Oh, yes. I mean, Disintegration of Black America by Eugene Robinson. Literally, the white girl that was a financial analysis that I lived with was friends with his son. And it just was a testament that if you get in a certain number of economic bracket, your kids won't be around other kids. It just won't. There's no reason this white girl who made $160K a year for the past 12 years was hanging out with Eugene Robinson's son, other than the fact that Eugene Robinson, the father, was on TV and was able to afford his son to go to luxury schools. That's how. So people try to act like, oh, it don't matter where your kids go to school. It just matters if they learn. This is a lie. TT1 said there's a catch, y'all. The Facebook idea was stolen by Zuckerberg. Oh, for sure. Be careful with Robert Kiyosaki. He's oily. He's oily, and he's also very angry right now. His wife left him. He's been very grumpy. R Banks, are you applying for the Main Street Lending Program? Oh, honey, I'm applying for it, but not at that amount. Much higher. It's just the police that come by the area. They checking on me. Like, I'm here. I'm good. But I'm gonna have to get on out of here, y'all, because it's late. You know, I got the pew pew on my hip. I ain't playing with y'all. I ain't playing with y'all. Somebody screenshot that good 411. Y'all better. Oh, I saw that mess. And that's why I say y'all to be very careful. Look who's out here, really out here. Oh, yeah, Hertz cars are going to be cheap, cheap, cheap. Look at this. TT, email me here, my staff, and just say Erica told me to email here. Don't none of y'all else do it because I don't want to hear it. TT, email, and we'll talk about that. I think that's very unique. They will catch a bullet. They gonna catch something. His wife's name was Kim Kiyosaki. Don't slide them emails, y'all. That's staff reading that. They'll know. Oh yeah, they know I bring that hot fire. I'm not playing with them. They'd be like, she didn't have to shoot my son, but I did. Let me tell you something. When you go out of your house, when you go out of your house and you when you go to your house and you think you're going to do damage to someone, you accept the risk. And this is something Wall Street Trapper said. This ain't me making this up. This is Wall Street Trapper. He said when he left his house and he went to go do something dangerous, he accepted the risk that everybody out there that was with him doing that dirtiness could die. We live in an America where you can get on this little phone and trade stocks and make a business and record videos and live a whole nother life. Do not live this American life. And there's no other country like this. This is why Beheza, I'm going to start sharing some more videos in the commentary. Beheza is here and he's 18 years old and he's already got rental properties and all this stuff. People are like, oh, he's faking it. No. They're immigrants. They're like, you lazy bums. You know how easy it is here? You just have to get in your phone and read information for free on stocks and businesses and all, and you have it in your hand, but you want to look up World Star and Instagram for hours a day? What can we do? What can you do? It's all about proximity and it's all about mindset. You gotta think about it. So let me see what else I got in here. I know TT about to create a course and make all kind of money. Boom. There you go. Exactly. Oh, TT got a YouTube channel? Come on, TT. Stiff and old learning annex. Okay, yeah. He just getting on her nerves because he's crotchety. If you ever meet him in person, he is really grumpy. It's sad. So anyway, but yeah, that's all I got for y'all tonight. We've been on here an hour and 15 minutes. I know we've been making these too long for people to watch the whole thing. So look, Thank you for being here. If you want to be a part of the Rise of 20% class, I strongly suggest you get in now as we get more people in. If you want to be a part of the YouTube training class, you know what the buttons to push. If you need a consult, call me. A lot of you have been booking lately. Great decision on your parts, because there's a lot going on, and make the right choices important. And what else? Boat party, baby. And then August 7th, we'll be speaking in Houston. So good night, everybody. I'll speak to you soon. Later.